Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that haven't been here before, my name is Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. Today we're doing a bit of a play around with a recipe. I'm looking to make some jam tarts, like a little jam tart with a shortbread base. So I've got some strawberry jam that I made there, and I'm going to make a shortbread, just the shortbread recipe out of the basic cookbook. Now, I've got some rice flour here, but I just want to make a bit more. I made one batch, but I'm just going to make another one. I thought that maybe we could do it together. So, and how I do it is I go to, if you go into your modes, so from this screen, if you go back that way, that is your search. But if you go this way, it takes you into your modes. And this one here is the chop mode. Right, so you wait for it to load up because there's a few different food types. And then you scroll down, they're in alphabetical order. And that is rice. So it says we're going to use 100 to 150 grams of rice. Now I tend to go with their recommendations because I find if you go too much, it doesn't grind it down fine enough. So down here, I'm going to do 150 grams. Down here, there's the little scale. So if I tap on the little scales, there it is there. And I want 150 grams. Now, I'm just using short grain rice. For my rice flour, I use whatever rice, white rice I've got the most of, and that needs using up the most, like the one that's closest to its used by date. So, let's close that, and now it says 1 minute, 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes on speed 10. So we'll go set, 1 minute, and then we'll go speed 10. Rightio. So let's have a look and see how fine that is. So I don't really want that any finer than that. That is good enough. I'm going to do a little bit more. When you're making caster sugar or brown sugar or rice flour, don't, if the bowl gets warm, stop, let it cool and do it again. Because otherwise it doesn't work properly. So I'm going to give that another 30 seconds on speed 10. Right, okay, we're going to close that and we'll go back to the screen. So, okay, so I'm not going to rinse the bowl because I'm going to make shortbread in that bowl. Let's put that out. Oh, hang on, we need that here. Okay, so let's go to my week. And this is the recipe, it's shortbread. And we're going to start cooking. So it says to preheat the oven to 160. Grease a round cake tin and set aside. So I'm not going to do this. You know how you make them? You cook them round and then cut them into wedges. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to do it in biscuits. Right, and now we'll start adding the ingredients. So we want 100 grams of plain flour. So rightio, that went wrong somewhere along the line. So we'll go back. I've added 100 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of rice flour, 50 grams of caster sugar, and now we're up to butter. So I've got my oven preheating to 160. And we want 100 grams of butter. Cut into pieces, right again. Okay, let's see. Moving up to and that is 97 grams. So we want 96 grams. Okay. And that will be. Now we're going to put the lid on. 10 seconds, speed 6. Okay, so it says to put the lid back on, then we're going to knead it for 20 seconds. Now I'll show you what that looks like. See, it's very crumbly. So we're kneading to be a breadcrumb consistency. Okay. So I'll just show you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scoop that out and make rounds. So I'll clean this up and then I'll be back. So I've just got a flat baking tray with the Thermomix in there, and I'm going to use my biscuit scoop to measure out the dough, and I'll get a couple of balls out. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just push these flat and make them a little bit round, and then what I've got is this. So I don't know if I use this. Yeah. So I might just put 3 across. So I'm going to do it like this. I'll show you what they look like, and I'll get them done a bit better, and I'm going to put some jam in them. Just a tiny little bit in that. like that. Oh, hang on, like that. And I'm going to do them all like that, and I'll come back once I get them out of the oven and we'll have a look. Oh, yeah. So that made 12, which is a good test batch for this, for seeing how this worked. Now, while I was doing that, I have run the pre-wash setting, the mode for this, for the dough mode. With this, I had to dip that in flour because it got very sticky. So if you're using your tartlet pusher, I did have to dip that in flour because it got very sticky. Rightio, I'll be back once these are out of the oven and ready to taste. So these have come out of the oven. Now I did overcook them a little bit. So what I have noticed is that they spread quite a lot. Now obviously, because when I've cooked it previously, it's been in a round springform tin and it hasn't had room to spread. So I didn't know that. So I thought in future I would do them in the ball, but I would make a deeper indent with this end so that when it spreads, it doesn't spread quite so much. So let's taste one. Let's go with this one, because I would have liked the jam to be a bit thicker. Nonetheless, they are really nice. They're a really nice, soft, buttery shortbread. I would have liked my jam to be a little bit thicker, but they are still delicious, and no doubt they'll all be gobbled up. So I am calling this a success, and as I said, when I make them next time, I'm going to use the small end and make it deeper, and so when they spread, the jam won't thin out so much. Rightio. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please pop over to my channel and subscribe, and I really hope I'll see you next time.